Okay, grade 1 students, hello again. Now everybody at this point should have their background buildings already glued to their black and white day and night scene on top of the trees. And I want you to notice in mine how I put the tallest buildings in the middle. And that's because we're going to end up putting our clotel wall on top in the middle, and we still want our buildings to come out and be seen. So we're layering, remember, trees first, then the biggest and tallest buildings, and now we're going to add some detail and then layer with some more buildings. So right here I have my leftover pieces of paper that you should have in your Ziploc. And we're going to use these to match with our other buildings. So we're going to keep our warm colors and cool colors separate. And I'm going to start with drawing some roofs. So different roofs. And I have a template like this that is a semicircle that if you want to use, you can use, and I'm going to show you how. And I'm going to, it fits nicely on there. I think I'm going to put a round roof on there, and I'm going to do it out of this pink color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to trace slightly around and hold it down with my fingers. And then I'm going to get this shape here. And I'm going to cut it out like that. Okay, that will give you a nice rounded, domed, remember the word domed, roof. And that we're gonna place it and not glue it yet. But I want you to remember, anytime you draw anything with pencil, you can see the pencil marks on this side. We're gonna flip it around and glue where the pencil is so you don't have the pencil marks there. And here I'm gonna do a triangle roof. That's perfect. And then I'm going to do, I'm actually going to leave that one plain, I think. And then we can go over to this side and we're going to pick our other colors and do the same thing for the other side. And this side I don't need to cut the bottom. I'm just going to cut that out. Like that. And I'm going to put that maybe I'll put that one on there. I think that will look nice there. And then I'm going to do another color. And notice how I'm using a different color roof for a different color building, and none of the same colors are touching. So they all should be different. Okay, we don't want to use the same shade of pink or the same shade of blue over and over. We want to make sure we use the different ones. And everyone has 5 different colors of each, warm and cool. And a different kind of roof there. There we go. Smaller dome. And now that I've placed it, I'm going to, and I think maybe I do want a roof on that one. Once I figured out where I want it, I'm actually going to do a dome one here, and I'm going to use my gold. So you're going to have a gold strip like this. And once again, you can use your template if you want. And both sides of this gold paper are the same, so it doesn't matter which side you use it on. And we can do that. Remember to turn it around, and that will look nice. So I'm going to add one roof that's gold. You're only going to get one piece of gold, and we're not going to use gold everywhere. We just want to use a little bit as accent. So now that I've done this, I want to glue it down. So I'm going to glue it down quickly. Remember to glue the back. Try not to glue on your work. We're going to lift everything off, and we're going to glue it on the table. And there, so all my rooftops are glued, and now I'm going to work on some windows. And remember, we're going to block this out, so we don't need to put windows in the middle because our cotton wall is going to be here. And we can just do a few upper windows if we want. And we're, like I said, we're going to use some of the things. So I would do the windows on these buildings here. So I'm going to start with the red, and I'm going to do use the bright pink. And to do windows, what I do is I'll cut a strip like that. Oops, you can't see it there. I'll cut a strip like that, and then I'll just cut squares like that. And I'll use those to glue down. Now for this one here, I don't need these, but I do want to make a door. So I'm going to pick another color. I might do a different orange, this orange here. And I might do like a square door or a rectangle door right here. Because I did a rounded roof, I think I like the idea of doing that there. And there's one. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the other side. And I'm going to do a rounded door. And these windows, I'm going to do a little bit narrower, skinnier windows. And I'm going to glue these down. And how I glue these down is I actually just put the piece of paper on the glue and go like that. You might get a little glue on your fingers, but that's okay. We just want to make sure that they're sticking down well so they don't fall off. And now I'm going to do my rounded door. So instead of doing a square, I'm going to do like a door that's a little bit rounded on the top. Like that. And again, I'm going to glue it like this. I can just put the glue right on it and go like that. And I have now started to add my detail. So I want you to do the same. I might add some extra design with my gold. I might want to do, maybe I'll do like a gold strip here or something. And so now you can start adding, continue adding the detail. Okay? And after you do the detail, we will then add our smaller buildings on top. So we can add some windows up here behind. We don't need to spend a lot of time over here because we're going to cover it up. But I am going to continue on. And there's some more detail, and I can do a few windows up top here. This looks the same color as that. So I'm only going to do a few and stop. And there we go. I'm going to stop after that because that looks like it's the same color. And I shouldn't have done that. So that's my mistake. But that's okay. I can leave that now. And now we can work on adding maybe another building lower. So I'm going to find another color that I haven't used before. No, I've used that. Let me see what I can use here. Oh, I found a color I haven't used. It's this light pink. I'm going to add one smaller building in the front here. And I'm layering. So I'm going to put maybe that one there. That might be nice there. And then I'm going to do one here because the cocktail is going to be in the middle. We don't need to worry about this part just yet. And I'm going to do a light purple one here. And here we go, and that can go there. Or maybe it'll go right there. Or maybe this way. Yeah, I like that. So I'm going to glue those down. And here it is. Almost ready for the cocktail wall. And we're layering. See, we're putting paper on top of paper. Okay, ignore the dog barking in the background. And remember, we want to do it on the outside parts here. We want to leave that space for the cocktail. Okay, so leave this space here for the cocktail. That's why I didn't do a door here because I knew I was going to layer on. That's why I only did most of the detail over here. Remember, you're gluing on top. And if you see something pop up like this, you can always just flip it over a little bit and glue it down. Okay, that's fine. And now I'm going to do my last detail of windows and doors here. We don't need a lot. They can be a little bit smaller. We're going to use the same color here for the door. I'm going to do a rounded door, but a little bit smaller. And I'm working on both sides. You can work on one side at a time. You don't have to work on both together. I'm just trying to do it as quickly as possible. But you can work on one side at a time, one color at a time. Remember, not too much gold, just a little bit of accent. Just going to do 2 windows over here. And this gold paper is a little bit thicker. And there we are, done this part for now. So now we've added our detail, our roofs and our windows and some gold accents on top, leaving this area open because we're going to glue our cotel wall here. So far, so good. And I can't wait to see how you do. Good luck, everyone.